Good evening and welcome to the Channel studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Preparations for Queen Elizabeth's funeral next Monday have been in full swing in Windsor today. Workers could be seen building media platforms and stages along the long walk that leads to Windsor Castle, while works were also carried out within the castle grounds. Union Jack flags were being attached to poles along the streets in central Windsor. A state funeral for the Queen will be held at Westminster Abbey on Monday, after which she is due to be driven up the long walk and buried in the private St George's Chapel at Windsor Castle. In other news, Volodymyr Zelensky says Ukrainian forces have seized even more territory from Russia as they continue their counter-offensive. Ukraine's president said troops have now retaken more than 6,000 square kilometers from Russian control in September in the east and the south. The figures have not been verified, but Russia has admitted losing key cities in the northeastern Kharkiv region in what is seen by some military experts as a potential breakthrough in the war. United States Secretary of State Antony Blinken said Ukrainian forces had made significant progress in their counter-offensive, but added that it was too early to predict the outcome.
What they have done has been very methodically planned out, and of course it's benefited from significant support from the United States and many other countries in terms of making sure that Ukraine has in its hands the equipment it needs to prosecute this counteroffensive.
Armenia says that at least 49 of its soldiers had been killed in clashes along the border with Azerbaijan after a sharp escalation in hostilities which prompted Russia and the United States to call for restraint. The Armenian Prime Minister, Nikol Pashinyan, blamed Azerbaijan, here saying 49 people had been killed in action. However, Turkey's foreign minister put responsibility on Armenia, saying the country stands with Azerbaijan. And tens of thousands of people have cheered as William Ruto was sworn in as Kenya's president at a ceremony in the capital Nairobi following his narrow election win last month. Mr. Ruto hailed it as a moment like no other, adding that a village boy had become president. With his hand on a Bible, the 55-year-old swore to preserve and protect the Constitution. Mr. Ruto won the election with 50.5% of the vote to Mr. Odinga's 48.8%. Mr. Odinga had alleged that the result was rigged, but the Supreme Court has ruled the election was free and fair. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel studios in Lagos.